clothing store employees spent an hour humiliating me for my weight, not knowing I was the heiress they were expecting. I walked into the flagship designer boutique wearing jeans and a t-shirt, planning to buy a dress for my family's charity gala next week. The saleswomen looked up from their phones, scanned me from head to toe, and immediately went back to scrolling. I was taken aback since their manager had been calling me for weeks to personally style me for the event. The first saleswoman, rake thin in a designer suit, walked over and said, "I think you're in the wrong store. The plus-size shop is 3 blocks down. They have roomier options." Her colleague laughed from behind the counter. "This is couture, sweetie. Everything here is sample size. You understand what that means, right? Size 0 or 2. Maybe a 4 if we're being generous." I told them I was looking for an evening gown, and the first woman actually snorted. "An evening gown? For what? Watching Netflix on your couch?" She turned to her colleague. "She probably thinks she's going to Cinderella herself into something 2 sizes too small." The other one added, "Honey, squeezing into expensive clothes won't make you look rich. It'll just make you look desperate, like a sausage in designer casing." When I started browsing the racks, the first saleswoman physically stepped between me and the clothes. "Please don't touch the merchandise. The oils from your skin, especially when you're sweating, can damage the fabrics." I wasn't sweating, but she continued, "These pieces are for people with self-control. You clearly don't understand portion control, so you probably don't understand how to handle luxury items either." The second one decided to give me advice while I looked. "You know, if you lost about 100 pounds, you might fit into our largest size. Have you tried eating less? It's really not that hard if you have any discipline." Her colleague chimed in, "She probably doesn't even know what a gym looks like. Look at those arms. That's years of choosing McDonald's over movement." When I picked up a beautiful black gown to look at the price, the first saleswoman snatched it from my hands. "This is $8,000. Even if you could afford it, which clearly you can't, it would never fit you. The designer doesn't make circus tents." She held it up against herself. "See? This is what it's supposed to look like on a real woman, not whatever you are." They started taking photos of me pretending to be subtle. This is hilarious. When fat people think they belong in high fashion, they posted it to the store's private Instagram story with pig emojis. Look at her thinking she can shop here. Probably ate her way through her entire paycheck and thinks one dress will make her pretty woman. The manager's assistant walked by and the saleswoman called her over. "This woman refuses to leave. She's making our actual customers uncomfortable." The assistant looked at me with disgust. "Ma'am, this is an exclusive boutique. We cater to a certain aesthetic. You're ruining the ambiance. Perhaps Walmart has something more your speed and size." When I said I had money to spend, they all laughed. "What, your welfare check came in?" The first one said, "Fat people are fat because they're lazy, and lazy people don't have money. Successful people have self-control. You probably spent your last dollar on a bucket of chicken before waddling in here." The assistant added, "Security should really screen people better. We can't have just anyone walking in off the street thinking they belong here." The second saleswoman pulled out a measuring tape. "Let's see how delusional you are." She wrapped it around my waist